What is happening, guys? Today we're just going to do some scheduled maintenance, maybe not scheduled, regular maintenance on the GX470. I'm gonna show you a couple things that you probably should do, and I also wanna talk about something else. I don't know if you noticed these. I got new shoes. Check it out. So these are Motegi MR149 MT6s, I think. And I think they're a -11 offset. I got these at via 4-wheel parts. Took a little bit of time, but it was a pretty pain-free process. Now, if you look here, with my tire setup, it's just about perfect. Exactly how I wanted it to fit in the wheel well. And keep in mind, guys, I have 1.25-inch Spider Trax spacers, so don't go trying to just mount these up and expect the same stance with your 255/8017s. It actually requires some spacers to get this same stance. Just want to make you aware of that. Now, another thing, I couldn't find this information anywhere. I was looking all over forums and stuff for, is it okay to mount 255/80s to an 8.5-inch rim or wheel? And there's so many mixed reviews and everything. Oh, if you air down, it's gonna debead the tire. So I just decided to go for it. If it limits my off-road abilities in any way, in airing down anything, you guys will be the first to know. And in order to do that, I finally got myself a full-size spare like I should have in the beginning. Only problem is, I have to stuff it in the back here. So when we end up going camping and everything, I'll just throw the spare tire on my sad, cheapo roof rack that's actually not so great, guys. I have a 3.5-gallon tank up here now, and it's starting to take its toll on that. Anyways, let's jump into some maintenance items that you should do. I don't know. I'm gonna do them every 5,000 miles or year, 5,000 miles or whatever. Amsoil's site, which is, you know, only the good stuff, guys. Come on now. They say it's gonna be like 15,000 miles or 1 year. I'm not doing that. I wanna keep this thing nice and clean on the inside. And I'm also going to replace the air filter. Not because I need to yet, but because the OEM filter seems to have a lot more filtration capability, and I just knocked a lot of dirt out of it after an off-road trip. So I'm thinking I'll just run, you know, a cheaper filter while I'm driving on the road and everything, and when I go off-road, I'll put the OEM filter in, just so I'm not constantly running the one that has a little bit of dirt in it. So I'll let you know how that goes, guys. Let's get into it. So here's the condition of my oil right now. Maybe you can get a white background. And that's after about, I don't know, 5,000-6,000 miles. And it's really not bad. I don't think I need to change it right now, but I just figured I want this thing to be good to me, so I'm gonna be good to her. So to start out with, I'm going to change out the air filter to my on-road setup, which is this Denso first time fit one. They're like 15 bucks. This one in here that I have currently for my dirt driving is like $30 OEM Lexus, and it is higher quality, guys. So definitely, if you're going off-road a lot and you see a lot of dirt, go ahead and get the OEM one. But if you never take your GX off-road, I see no reason to get the expensive filter. I'm sure this Denso one is just fine. Denso supplies factory equipment to OEMs all over the world anyway, so it'll probably be great for you. So just get rid of this panel for now. Pop all 4 of these tabs off. There's 2 back here. And I don't do anything else. I just lift this up, and then the filter will come up and out. Okay. So let me unbox the new filter. And again, this actually looks pretty close to OEM. Okay, this is the OEM filter, and it looks like the fabric is a little bit more like just robust and dense and has more filtration capacity, but this looks like it has the same like shell, like plastic part, with just a little bit less dense of a filtration material, which is where the extra money comes in for this. So I'm gonna keep this one handy for when I go on dirt and just change it out whenever I do that. That way this one will stay clean for on-road driving where it spends most of its time. And then when I go off-road, I have that filter and the engine won't constantly have to be sucking in dirt from the off-road filter. Let's just throw this in. It's literally that easy. And if you're asking, man, dealerships charge people 50 bucks to do that? I know, right? All right. And I'm just gonna throw this panel back on. Let's just throw this guy back in the box and put this one in my spares box. Guys, I can't tell you how convenient this setup has been. I don't think this thing cost us more than $200 in materials. It's all just in the sweat of our brow and what work we put in with our hands. I'm super excited that the sleeping platform video was one of our best performing ones because it applies to all SUVs. So guys, if you're looking to get a sleeping platform, make sure you watch that video. Let's go back to the front. So to start the oil change, just take off your fill cap first. And if you don't, it's going to actually prevent oil from coming out the bottom because it creates like suction and vacuum. So just take it off. Check it out, we can see right behind the exhaust the oil drain bolt. This is a 14 millimeter. De-torque it and just get it off by hand the rest of the way. Now I don't have my drain pan set up yet, so I'm going to set that up first and then we're going to start taking it off. I'm going to make sure my drain pan is underneath and that take the plug out right there. Always get one of these guys because it's a pain in the butt trying to recycle oil by, you know, getting just a drain pan and then pouring it back into the bottles you use and stuff like that. It's so much easier just to recycle it with one of these. So position this underneath the drain bolt and then I'm gonna go in by hand, start taking this off. And then when you feel like it's ready to go, get it out quick. There it goes. Minimal spillage. I'm not good at this yet, guys. I know some of you guys are totally like, that's a skill you have where you don't get any oil in your hand at all. I'm trying to film at the same time, so give me a break here. Okay, so I got the skid plate off, and I got another drain pan right here. We're gonna go in and grab this filter, oil filter here. There's a nice little ramp here for the oil, so just make sure that lines up with your drain pan. Just let it drain right quick. And there we go. There it goes. Try to carefully pour that in and put it in its little spot there. That's what your new filter looks like. And you're just gonna put some used oil around here to make sure it seats properly. And just put it around the edge there. Do a little more. And don't worry, this isn't going into your engine, it's just help the filter seat properly. Now I'm just gonna screw it back in where I got the other one out. Okay, now all I need to do is get that drain bolt in place, and then I got a torque wrench set to 30 foot-pounds here. There it is. Okay, and I have my clean, brand new funnel here and put 6.6 of these bad boys in it. Okay. Two down, three down, four down, five down, six down. Now I'm gonna start checking the dipstick. Ooh, there's a tiny bit just on the edge. Definitely gonna need that extra 0.6. That should be right on the money. I think we're looking pretty good, boys. It's hard to tell when it's brand new oil, but sometimes you gotta just check how much you can see from the side here, because there'll be a little bubble. But it looks like we're right about there, and anywhere between these dots is perfect. Okay, oil pressure light went off. Let's let the oil circulate for a little bit. All right, and we're looking perfect on the dipstick, guys. Right in the middle there. But everything sounds great. This is gonna be my odometer check for future reference. And just gonna give it a little rinse. Looking pretty clean, boys. And I can't forget the maintenance reset. See if it goes away. And there it goes. And then you just release. Now I'm gonna restart. Well, maybe I'll just start it up. And no more maintenance light. So basically, just have the car off, press and hold this guy, and turn it to accessory. And it'll blink fast, and then it'll go away. All right, guys, so I guess I was just kind of looking to see, what are you guys looking to see next from this channel? I got a couple ideas lined up, but I definitely like to hear more from you, and I'm definitely gonna take those into consideration. Let me know what you guys are feeling.